What's up, all you beautiful ball guys? Let's talk about a comment we saw. This is a gentleman documenting his journey, and the comment goes, "Isn't tattoo ink is nerve toxins? I think hair transplant is no harm."
Wild.
Well, it's wild, but it's also, we're on the inside looking out. It's what a lot of guys think, that this is taking a huge chance,
Yes.
which is definitely reversible,
Yes.
which is something I love as a ball guy. But
Exactly.
they say hair transplant is no harm, but it's all scar
It's a
tissue in our
surgery.
eyes. Well, go ahead. I'll let you start it off. What do you think about that?
Like what we do is so safe, and like Joe just said, it can be removed. You can have it removed for whatever reason.
Scalp
if you don't
MicroPigmentation. You can
like
have it removed. Well, I just want to say on the ink topic, because I feel like every day we talk about the ink, I'm exhausted.
Please.
But it's as safe as putting rubbing alcohol in a cut in your head. That's how safe the ink is. There's really no harm. All those toxins and all that kind of jargon, that talk, that's hair transplant doctors putting information on the internet.
Yes.
That's people putting false information. There's just no truth. There's thousands of different tattoo inks, or S&P inks, if you want to call them the same thing, but the ones that anyone experienced would use is harmless as putting rubbing alcohol.
100%, as opposed to being opened up during a surgical procedure.
Well, yeah. So hair transplants, you cut open here,
Yep.
you take seeds out, and then you cut slits in the front, and you plant the seeds like a crop.
Yep.
So scar tissue. Your whole head is scar tissue.
Yes.
If there's like a magic pill we can all take one day, guys with hair transplants, they're not going to be able to take it. Any guy with S&P, you can take that. So you're not damaging your skin permanently.
Exactly. I think that's so important to highlight the process, and then as well as all the hormones that you have while you. So it's like.
So you're taking hair transplants. A lot of guys, it's crazy that a lot of guys get their first hair transplant and they don't realize that the doctors are going to recommend you take Rogaine and Propecia every single day for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Hormone changing, drugs.
How many times do we hear that, guys? That's like the one thing they were like, okay, I wasn't, the hair transplant wasn't so bad, but taking these things is what made me just like really lose my mind.
I think most guys, I've had maybe not even a dozen guys throughout my whole career that said they've taken these drugs and they're cool and they're fine. Every guy essentially hits their limit, even if they're okay with taking the Propecia or Rogaine. Eventually they get off of it because of the side effects.
I think it's just important, though, to highlight the difference. And if a hair transplant is for you, then 100%, that's awesome there. But
sure.
But also, on the other hand, it's crazy to think that scalp micropigmentation is not
much less risk. It's much less risk. And I'll just say one final thought. So again, you're taking hair transplants. This is the donor area here, and you're planting them up here. Once you lose that horseshoe in the back, you lose all that on the top. There's only so much hair from the back they can give you.
Yep.
So essentially, they have to compromise and put their hairline back, which is that frame to your face. And as a bald guy, I wouldn't want that frame. Nope. I wouldn't want a frame pushed back. It just doesn't look good. So for me, not an option. For you, definitely not an option.
No.
But I don't think there's anyone that can argue that hair transplants are less risky. They're definitely more risk.